Hello everyone, welcome back to another video poker Q&A. Before we begin, I want to bring you guys an important announcement. Next week we are having a new Q&A live stream. It'll be taking place on Tuesday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be 6 p.m. Central Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. That is the tentative date. That's the day and time that I've decided on. The stream will last about 60 to 90 minutes, depending. And you can ask me any question you have. We're going to keep it focused on poker-related content, but it can be on any topic relating to casino gambling or budgeting and personal finance. And we'll play some games in the meantime, in between. If the questions are slow, I can play some video poker or some other games on the computer during the stream. So be sure to come join me Tuesday, January 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have our Q&A. But let's get back to the show. So today's question, we're going to be answering, if two pair pays only 5 credits and one pair is high, should I just hold the high pair? This is based off of a viewer question. If you have a question you want to have answered in a future video, please post it in the comment section below, or you can come to the live stream next week to ask me there. All right, so this is based off of a recent question on one of my videos, and the context of it was specifically about Bonus Poker Deluxe. Now, interestingly enough, this is a question I get quite often in the past. There are a few people out there that argue that if two pair pays only 5 credits, why should I hold it? I should be holding only the high pair, since it also pays 5 credits, and I can still get 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind, while two pair, the full house, is difficult to get, and I would only just get 5 credits when I miss, which is most of the time. That's the mentality people think when it comes to games where a two pair pays the same as a pair of jacks or better. However, you'll see in most cases that it is not true, and you should almost always hold the two pair, as we're going to be showing you. Now, Bonus Poker Deluxe is one that I don't play that often, so I was curious myself. Intuitively, I would assume that with Bonus Deluxe, you should always go for the two pair, just as with any other game, but continue watching and you'll see some interesting facts. So let's get started here. Here on the next slide, we're going to go through all the games in which two pair pays only 5 credits. So we're not going to deal with jacks or better or bonus poker. Those games, two pair pays 10. Those are pretty obvious. You want to hold the two pair. But let's start here with these 3. So double bonus, triple bonus, and triple bonus poker plus. So in these 3 games, you hold all two pairs except if one of the pairs is aces. And we know that in double bonus, 4 aces pays 800 credits, and if you have a deuce 3 or 4 kicker, it pays 2,000. In triple bonus, the 4 aces with a kicker increases to the same value as a royal flush, which is 4,000. And triple bonus plus 4 aces, regardless of the 5th card, pays 1,200 credits. So because of the high value for 4 aces in all 3 of these games, if you have two pair consisting of a pair of aces and a pair of something else, you would discard the other pair and hold just the aces. All right, let's go now to double bonus. So in double bonus, holding all two pairs except if one of the pairs is aces is also the same strategy as the previous ones mentioned, with one exception. If you are playing the full pay version of double bonus, which is the 10-7 pay table, 50 credits for a full house, then you would always hold the two pair, even if one of the pairs is aces. The value of the full house increased to 50, the payoff increasing to 50, is just slightly enough to make holding the two pair, including the ones with, including two pair consisting of a pair of aces, the better choice. And now let's get to Bonus Poker Deluxe, which is the context of this question. So, interesting fact here. In Bonus Poker Deluxe, you'll always hold the two pair, as expected. However, interestingly enough, if you are playing the 6-5 pay table where a full house only pays 30, which is the worst pay table that I think that is out there, at least it's the worst one that I was able to load up when doing my research, then the strategy changes. So as you can see there on the bottom of your screen, I put down at only 30 credits for a full house, then the strategy changes to holding the high pair of jacks or higher, if you have two pair and one of the pairs is a high pair. So that's the only time where you would actually change the strategy and just hold the high pair, is if you're playing the version of Bonus Poker Deluxe that only pays 30 credits for a full house. Most of the time that if you're going to be playing this game, you're probably going to be finding a much better pay table than this. This is at the very low end, so just keep holding the two pair. That's the typical strategy, and that's for all two pairs. For those of you who may not be playing Bonus Poker Deluxe, 4 of a kind pays 400 for all 4 of a kinds, as opposed to the usual 125, and 2 pair pays only 5 credits, just like a pair of jacks or better. Finally, before we end it off, we've taken a look at all the single hand games, the standard video poker variants. But let's take a look at a few other fancy ones like wheel poker. So in wheel poker, the strategy is different. If you're playing that, you would hold the high pair and not the 2 pair. And the reason for that is the bonus wheel spin value added to the 4 of a kind payoff. So you're getting an enhanced payoff for 4 of a kind, making holding the high pair worth it in this case. And I did check for other variants. Usually I play double-double bonus when I play wheel poker in demonstrations, but I did check with bonus poker as well, and even with the 2 pair paying 10 credits, you would still hold the high pair, interestingly. And finally, let's take a look at Ultimate X Poker, another popular game. In this case, you would always hold the 2 pair, even in double-double bonus and even in triple-double bonus. I did check those. And the reason for that is simply because you get a higher multiplier for the next hand when you hold the 2 pair. A pair of jacks or better win awards a 2x multiplier for the next hand on that particular hand that you got the win. For 2 pair, it's 3x. So even though you're getting paid only 5 credits back for a 2 pair, you're getting a higher multiplier for the next hand, and which means you will always hold the 2 pair even if there's a pair of aces amongst them. And of course, getting the full house is another reason why you would hold the 2 pair, because the full house will award a 12x multiplier. So with that said, hold the 2 pair all the time when you're playing Ultimate X. And that is it. That is the last slide here. I hope you've learned something about holding 2 pair. Hopefully that answers your question for the person who has asked the question in my Bonus Poker Deluxe video. I did reply to the comment already before this video, so he or she or they have received it. But if you learned something, if you enjoyed this video, please support the channel by hitting that like button. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I do release a new Q&A video every Friday. As you can see, new question answered every Friday. I try to get one out, 1 per week. Share this video with others if they want to learn something, and hit the bell icon to be notified once I release a new video. I'll remind you guys once again, we have a Q&A live stream taking place Tuesday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Hope to see you there. Have a great rest of your day and have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care and go make it happen.